Back to another vlog, you guys. On today's vlog, you guys will be accompanying me to my 20-year class reunion. It's been 20 years. I graduated in 2005. That is crazy. But to backtrack a little bit, you guys saw I went to the Pilates and Perfume event with Forever Mood. Originally, y'all, I wasn't even gonna be here this weekend. I was supposed to be in Chicago. This was supposed to be a Chicago vlog. Months ago, I had planned to attend this event that my coach and mentor is putting on in Chicago. I had already booked my flight, booked my hotel, and originally our class reunion was supposed to be last weekend. About a month ago, they changed the dates. They pushed it to this weekend, and I was like, I'm not going because I want to go to Chicago. I've been itching to get my behind to Chicago. But y'all, my friends convinced me to go, and I literally, I canceled my flight. I canceled my trip, my flight, my hotel on like Thursday. This was so last minute. All that being said, I have been running around. I have not been running. I've been running around today because it's just, I got invited to that event last minute. I had to find something to wear. I was trying to figure out what I can wear to this event. I went to try to see if I can find something to wear at the mall. Y'all know it's a plus size woman. We ain't got many options, especially with formal wear. So I found something in the closet. I'm trying to get home. It's raining. I need to curl my hair because I just molded it for the event. This camera's about to die. It's a lot going on, but it's cool. But I wanted to just come chit chat and say hello and welcome you guys to the vloggy vlog, okay? Because yeah, this is about to die. I didn't get any more footage of the event, Forever Mood, but it was such a nice event. It was baby, my core is gonna hurt tomorrow from that Pilates session. It was good. And Jackie is sweet. I've met her a couple times before, like, you know, at different events and whatnot. I don't know her by any means. I'm just saying I've met her before, and every time I've met her, she's been really nice. And she was nice, and we did some cute little TikToks. I hope that I'm able to get the footage because, again, they was trying to airdrop it. The Wi-Fi wasn't working. Girl, we'll see. But nonetheless, it was a really cool event, and they're supposed to have another one in Dallas because apparently there was an issue with tickets or something. I don't know, child. But I opened up this vlog talking a lot, but I just wanted to come say hello and chat with y'all really quickly because, like I said, my camera did die. And then when I get home, I need to put this on the charger. It got to 11% right here in the car. And when I get home, instead of talking to y'all while I get ready, because I wanted to get ready with y'all, I won't be able to do that because I need to charge it. So just want to come welcome y'all to the vlog, tell y'all what was going on. And yeah, so I'm about to find some food, get some gas, get my behind home so I can get ready, and we'll talk once we're ready to go to the shindig. Good morning, y'all. Welcome back to another vloggy vlog. I'm about to get ready to head out for a run. We are officially on the 1 week countdown to my first 5K. Yeah! I'm so excited. So I'll do a separate video update on like my 5K journey. I've switched training plans. Oh, my face is so ashy. I didn't put on any moisturizer or sunscreen. I need to do that. But yeah, I'm on a different running plan right now using Runner. So today I have a long run, which is 3.25 miles. So it's pretty much a 5K, a little bit longer than a 5K. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna go do that. And I have to drop Diva off at the border. And I also have to drop Diva off at the sitter because this will also kind of be a travel vlog, y'all. I have a very exciting opportunity to speak on the panel with Lily at Ad Week or Brand Week. Y'all, I'm so excited. I'm also going to Atlanta today. The car will be here to get me at 3. I'm going to Atlanta because I'm speaking on a panel. This is the biggest speaking opportunity that I've gotten, or like panel opportunity, which is crazy given, if you know my history behind like not liking my voice and having insecurity around like public speaking or just speaking in general, then you know that this is a really big deal. But I am going to be speaking on a panel at Ad Week. I am there on the panel with Lily to discuss I can't remember the name of it, but it's about medical professionals or like medical companies wanting to get into the marketing space. And so I'm there to share my experience and expertise as an influencer and someone that does social media marketing. So it is so exciting. And so y'all, I've been knowing about this opportunity for a month, right? I knew I was going to be on the panel. I'm on the panel with the COO of Lily and someone else who's really high up in Lily. But also, I didn't know that they were going to add me to the speaker lineup. So y'all, the speaker lineup for the week, because it's a 3-day conference in Atlanta for brands, specifically marketing. So it talks about different ways to run ads, different ways to market your business, what's working, what's not working, ways to pivot, etc. AI, influencer marketing, traditional ads, all kinds of marketing. It's a marketing conference for agencies, brands, all of that. I'd seen the lineup, and I mean, there's, y'all, all kinds of people from, like I said, COOs, CFOs, brand founders. Jermaine Dupri is on there. Ludacris is there. There's so many people, okay? Like, there's big wigs in the lineup. So I knew I would be there, but I didn't think I was going to be in the speaker lineup. And y'all, my manager messaged me the other day like, girl, your picture is on the lineup. And I was like, what? And so I'm so excited. Like, it's crazy. Why am I so giddy? I don't know. I'm just so excited. I'm nervous out of my mind. But I mean, it's a topic that I'm like, I do this every day. I know what I'm talking about. It's just the principle that this is a big deal. It's crazy. So this is like it's definitely not my first panel, my first time speaking about influencer marketing, but this is just a very different space for me. So I'm so excited. This, baby, I've been talking, this is 4 minutes long. Let me get out of here. Yeah, I'm about to go for a run. I got to drop Diva off. And then also very exciting today, they're coming to put up my Christmas decor. And we're changing up the tree a little bit. We're adding red. So I'm excited to see how that turns out. So yeah, let me go ahead and get out of here so I can get back in time to let them in the door, and we'll talk in a minute. Birthday was on Thursday, so happy belated to me. So cutesy. My baby sent me these, and when I say baby, I mean my actual child. Y'all, it's so cute. She called my mom. Like, she took my phone. I was on a Zoom call on my computer, and she asked to see my phone, so I let her have it. Apparently, she had called my mom. She had called one of my friends. She had called her daddy. She was calling people. She was calling people trying to set up something for me, which is the cutest thing. So baby girl got me gifts and flowers and balloons, and I am just so, and the cake, she's so sweet. I love my child, and she loves her mama. So I love that. I really have the sweetest kid on the whole planet. Also, let me show y'all, did I tell y'all we putting up Christmas decor today? So I cleared this area. You know, there's usually a mirror here. This girl, all kinds of things. And then Diva's thing is normally here. But I cleared the way for them to put the tree up. Which is, look at her going crazy. Say hi. Say hi, Diva Weaver. Hi, Diva Weaver. Okay. Why are you going crazy? Diva, why are you going crazy? Say hi. Say hi, mama. Look at how bald my baby is. Look at her. Look at her, just bald. Tell them how bald you are. Sorry, I didn't tell y'all, girl. Diva had to get a dang near bald cut. She looking real skinty. The last time I took her to boarding, when I pick her up, they ask me if I want to do an exit bath, and I'll say yeah, you know, because you know she can be fresh and clean, right? And apparently they didn't brush her out. It was super matted, which I knew in the top of her hair it was matted, so I detangled that. I didn't realize that her coat, girl, chill out. I didn't realize that her coat was matted, y'all. It was so matted that they was like, man, we're gonna have to cut her down. I was like, my baby. So she's so, they tried to preserve some of her little hair up top, but I was like, just gonna cut all of it. Because like I said, I detangled the top, but I didn't know her coat was matted like it was. So they ended up having to cut it. And I just said, gonna cut all of it down. So, yeah. Anyway, I'm trying to see, what else do I need? I have my watch. I need my purse, keys. All right, let me go ahead and get my run on because I got to get back here to let them in. And I got to take Diva to the sitter, so I'll pop in later. All right, y'all, we have made it to the park. I'm running at the park today and not my neighborhood. I think I told y'all I'm running 3.25 miles today according to my plan. So I'm gonna bring my water. When I run shorter distances, when I say shorter, something that's gonna take me 30 minutes or so, I don't normally like to drink water or like eat anything. But if I'm out here, like today, I'll be out here for probably an hour. I like to have my water. So I got this from Amazon. I'll link it down below. It's a water thing, and it also has a pouch for your phone and whatever else. So but the pants I have on today have pockets, so I always have my lip chap. Of course, I have my keys since I'm not at home. And then I'm gonna go ahead and put my phone in here. And I do like running with this, or using this, running, walking, whatever you're doing, because there's a clear case so you can put this in here and see your phone. Especially before I had a watch. I now, you know, have and use an Apple Watch. I've been using it for about a month or so. And I love it because I can track my time, see how much longer I have, see what I've done, heart rate, all of the things. But before that, or if you don't have your watch, or just for ease of access, you can just have whatever you're using up on your phone and you can see it and tap it through there. So I like that aspect of this little doohickey. So I'll link it if you're interested. But let's go ahead and get out here and get to getting. All right, so we are 3 miles in. I have 2.5 miles to go. 0.25, girl, a quarter of a mile left. As you can see, I'm walking. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I'm extremely discouraged with my training. I've gotten to the point where I can do 2 miles. I'm not gonna say it's pretty easy. 2 miles, I'll be straight. Once we get to that 3rd mile, I'll be on the struggle bus. My legs feel heavy, my body feels heavy, and it has been hard to push for that 3rd mile because I don't want to stop. Now, understand, there's nothing wrong with walking. I'm obviously walking now, and the miles are obviously getting done. I'm just so discouraged, y'all. The first time I ever did a 5K, like just on my own, 3.1 miles, I did the whole thing in like 45 minutes. I am 48 minutes in. I just hit 3 miles because that last mile, I kept stopping. But I'm being realistic with myself, saying, girl, just 2 months ago, you couldn't even jog 60 seconds, 90 seconds, 1 minute, 3 minutes. So the fact that you jog 2 miles without stopping is progress within itself. And it's like, I know that, honest to goodness truth, I have pretty much one last lap around this thing and we're done. I'm gonna go ahead and pick it up and try to jog the rest of the way. And we'll be done with today's training. Let me get some footage for the vlog. There's progress being made. So excited for the red. We did it! I was waiting. She's like, we did it. I love it. And she's here helping me out last minute. I need some alterations on this skirt. The skirt is from Eloquii. We do have a haul coming. By the time the haul comes out, it will be altered. But this is what it looked like before. It was just a little loose in the waist and the hip area. So I want it to be fitted so it doesn't do that bunching. For Hudson trying to twerk. Nah, she was saying she can't. Girl.
I didn't even see Megan's spirit tunnel thing. Now I gotta go back and look at it. Look for it.
All right, y'all, it is time to pack. First of all, I know my hair looks a mess. I'm about to shampoo my hair and style it, but I just wanted to show y'all the chaos that is my room right now. Are you ready? Don't judge me. You got to promise not to judge me. Okay, all right. This is my current situation. Now, you may be like, girl, what the heck? So I moved all of my summer clothes. So that's what you see. They are folded. They're folded up until we get here, but they're folded. And then there are some folded on the floor. They are folded because I need to bring in a couple of bins from the garage with some heavier knits that I put in the garage. I don't put everything out there. Like my coats stay in the closet. My closet is not big enough to hold all of the things, even though I think I have a nice size closet. It's just the woes of being a style influencer, even though I know this is not a woe. But anyway, I have to move some things every season. And so these are the things that I'm keeping. I did a closet clean out. So I did donate quite a few things. I don't know if I told you, I found a local women and children's shelter, like domestic violence, that they actually use the stuff, which I love. So, and it's actually around the corner. So I'm thankful. I can't share anything, you can't post and stuff because it's a domestic violence, shelter, but I do take stuff up there all the time. I'll take, if I get extra PR, I'll take it up there, hygiene stuff. I enjoy donating, especially when I know it's gonna actually go to good use, because I'll do Goodwill, but they're gonna sell it, which is cool. It is what it is. I know even at Goodwill, the proceeds go to fund the organization, things like that. But I also love when I can donate to a place where, people really are in need, and I know they really can use and need the things. Especially, she was saying they don't get a lot of plus size clothing. It's just my stuff, my daughter's stuff. Anyway, love that. So, girl, what was I talking about? I was talking about the fact that I did a big closet clean out from the summer. And so these clothes are in here because I need to bring in some bins with winter stuff to hang that up and then put the summer stuff in there. I just haven't had the time to do that because it takes time. So what we are about to do is pack. Y'all, I got some new luggage. I'm so excited. I got it from Calpack, And it is this chocolate brown. It is beautiful. Let me show y'all. Let me show y'all. How cute is this luggage? It's so cute, right? Right? Okay. So I'm about to pack up my new luggage. I did go ahead and like set everything to the side that I am packing. So everything's ready with the exception of my hair stuff because I'm about to do my hair and then I need to pack whatever makeup I'm going to use. So let's pack first so they can be out of the way and then we'll tackle the hair because that's like the most tedious thing. Yeah, let's do that. Y'all, we are fresh, clean, showered, fresh, clean skin. I'm so proud of my skin. Shout out to my esthetician, Sand. When I say fresh, clean skin, I actually wash my face after I work out. Usually I just spray some, if you've seen my running videos, you've seen me spray this. Any kind of hypochlorous acid. I do that and sunscreen before I go outside. But anyhow, about to mold and do my hair. It is 1:20. The car will be here at 3:30. I just got my hair cut 2 weeks ago. I think we're doing pretty good. It's just right in here. I don't like it to flip up at all. I like it to pretty much be like a fade. So I always kind of just take that right there. Okay. Just a little bit of hair. Not too much. But yeah, I like this part to be as flat as possible. Now Ruby Wrap Foam, my favorite, but you know, whatever wrap foam you like works. So I'm doing better with celebrating myself and not being so hard on myself. I beat myself up a lot about a lot of things, and I usually do not celebrate myself for anything because I always feel like it could be better, it could be bigger, it could be more. And I'm trying to stop doing that. I feel like there's been so much that has happened in my life that I haven't celebrated, and I hate that for me. Because I always feel like, you know, we got to do more. There got to be more. This is not big enough to celebrate. And it's like, who gets to decide what's big enough for me to celebrate? Who gets to decide that? Like, I'm the only one that knows my past, my journey, where I've come from, what I've done, what I haven't done. Like, nobody knows that. Even though I do vlog and share bits and pieces of my life, y'all still don't know my day-to-day and everything. You know, y'all don't know my full story. And I'm not saying that in a negative way. I'm just saying at the end of the day, nobody can tell me what I can and can't celebrate. I get to decide that. And who better to celebrate me than me? Like, to be proud of myself. And I talked about this on the latest episode of Let's Have a Heart to Heart podcast. So if you didn't check out my birthday episode, I'll link it here. But I talked about that. One of the biggest things that I've been doing this year is celebrating myself, celebrating the small wins, not feeling like, oh, it has to be more. Oh, that's not big enough. Oh, that's not a big deal. If it's a big deal to me, then it's a big deal because I get to decide what's a big deal and what's not. And I know in social media, you know, people feel whatever way about whatever, but I don't care. And it's not necessarily meaning that I have to post every quote unquote win, but just celebrate myself. Like, I need to be proud regardless as to what anyone thinks, because again, I know my journey, I know my story, I know where I've come from, I know what I'm doing, I know the work I'm putting in, regardless as to whether I choose to share that online or not. So I don't need to wait on, it's not that I'm waiting on validation. It's just, I usually always feel like, well, it's not big enough, or that's not, you know, like I need to do more before I can celebrate. I always feel like I could do a better job. And this is with anything, like anything in my life, I always feel like I could do better. So with the birthday party, I didn't think, I'm having it in a private room at a restaurant. And I chose that because I felt it would be easier to have it at a restaurant and just bring in decor. because I want like florals and stuff. And I felt like, you know, instead of me like finding an event space and booking a caterer and all these millions of different people, why don't I just have it like at a restaurant? That way we can just bring in decor and it should be simpler. Girl, baby, finding a restaurant has been the hardest part. And it's not even, I thought the hardest part would probably be the date, because again, we started looking a week ago. I thought maybe places would be booked, and it wasn't even that. It was either they took forever to respond, or sometimes the pricing, but it really wasn't. It was around what I budgeted for. Space, like the carpet or the color. And so I have a specific theme in mind, a specific look that I want. If you have these spaces with this ugly psychedelic carpet, or like there were quite a few really nice places, but the room was green. Like one of them was called the Emerald Room. Beautiful, but green doesn't go with my color scheme. And when I say green, or like these colors, like the carpet, like the green room, the walls were green, the sofa was green, everything was green. It was beautiful. It was like moody, which is what I'm going for, like wrong, sexy, moody vibes, but nothing in my color scheme is green. So I would have had to like change everything. And I already sent out, like I said, the RSVP, save the dates. I'd already given like colors to wear and stuff. I'd already had my heart set on a particular look. So I didn't want to have to change my stuff to fit what the restaurant had going. And I guess it makes sense. The restaurants want their space to be nice so that people don't have to bring in decor. But I want to bring in decor. Well, specifically, it's like flowers. So, yeah, anyway, I think we did find a space, which I'm super excited about. So I actually need to go in and like pick the menu and stuff so we can like do all of that. There's just a lot going on. There's just a lot going on. Great things, of course. Exciting things, but things nonetheless. But yes, I'm very proud of myself for celebrating myself, and I'm trying to just slow down, take it all in, be proud, enjoy the moment, enjoy the journey. And like I said, just really celebrate myself and stop being so hard on myself. I don't know where that comes from or why that is. I don't know if it's oldest daughter syndrome, entrepreneur syndrome, always having to figure out, think about what's next, whatever. Girl, I don't know, but I'm really working very hard to get out of the perfectionism, beating myself up. Nothing's ever good enough. What's next? More, and live and celebrate in the moment, you know? So anyway, I'm gonna go dry my hair, and I'll probably just pick y'all up when we get to the airport. Y'all, we have finally made it to Atlanta. Texas is an hour ahead of Atlanta. Almost 10 o'clock here at home. It is almost 9. So I'm sleepy. I'm hungry. Let's go ahead and lay it down. Ooh, I think the light is flickering. I'm sorry, y'all. If the light is flickering, I think it's just the lights in here. How it's picking up on the camera. That's strange. We had a nice, safe flight. Thank you, Jesus. I know, you know, the government is shut down. TSA, I don't know, honey. But I praise the Lord. We made it safe. I think I told y'all my manager Mina is here with me again. She came in, I think this morning, because she's in Canada. So she came in this morning. She's already here. But yeah, I just made it, got to the hotel safely. We're staying at the Four Seasons in Atlanta. I think this is downtown Atlanta. It's very nice. So order some room service, take me a shower, and just decompress and prep. Well, I've been just kind of reading over the questions, but prepping for panel tomorrow. I don't know if I told y'all like any details of the panel. But what I will say is this, because of course I've been prepping for like the panel and stuff, but I was really on the plane rereading over the brief, if you will. This is such perfect alignment with my brand, believe in, and what I try to do as an influencer, being authentic, being real, open, and honest. And I'm just happy to know that it's recognized. I'm gonna order a lemon drop, okay, because we're gonna celebrate good times. Come on, we're gonna do that, and then really see. I could do a burger. Girl, I don't know. Anyway, I want y'all to see me. Ooh, they got milk and cookies. Ooh, they got a red velvet cookie. I don't need it. It was just such a reminder of just the goodness of God. That's all I have. I don't want to be mushy anymore today. I feel like I've been mushy enough. My emotions have been all over the place. So between my birthday and the emotions, I feel like they come with birthdays every year, especially as you get older. And then just these beautiful opportunities that I've been blessed to have. And then just on top of life stuff, you know, life is lifing right now for a lot of people. So I'm tapped out on emotionalness for today. So we will reconvene tomorrow. Y'all have a good night. I act like this is live, but you know. There's people on the elevator, but y'all, I am so taken. Let me show y'all this before I get off. Look at this. A hot mess. A hot mess, but that's all right. I didn't bring any like regular lounge clothes. I like your bag. You look so cute and cozy.
No. Oh my gosh, you're filming. Of course you are. Of course you are. No warning.
Good morning. I am. You smell good. What are you wearing?
You get
Libre?
Oh, yeah, it's the same one.
Okay.
It's the only one I
Smells
travel
good.
with.
So this is the final look. I love the way it came together. Skirt is from Eloquy. Y'all saw I had it tailored yesterday, so it fits so much better in the waist. I love it. Shoes are Steve Madden. I did get these recently. And then this turtleneck is from Express. I have on these lucite earrings from Shop Koi. I don't know if I'm going to wear these. I have some other options. I don't have on a lip yet because I'm trying to decide between red and nude. This bracelet is from Shop Koi as well. And then I have on this ring. I don't know where this is from. I've had it for a while. So yeah, this is the look. And then I have my little bag. It's a Fendi bag, but it's just, I like the shape of it and the leather since I have this leather skirt. And yeah, I think she looks, you know, the attire is business casual. So I feel like this looks professional yet still me. So y'all, Amina's, she's not even looking. I have to tell y'all this story. So I'm at the hotel. Girl, I ran into Kirk Franklin. He walks over. He's like, what did he say? Come on, hair. He was like, I love your hair. I'm like, thank you so much. I forget what he said. He was like, you look great, whatever. I'm like, thank you so much. So I'm kind of like shocked a little bit, but I'm trying not to be shocked. I'm like, in my mind, do I pull out the vlog camera? Do I just say thank you? Do I act casual? Like, what do I do? No sooner than I'm trying to catch my breath, Amina comes up the stairs like, our driver's here, we have to go. And I was like, oh. And she was like, what were you doing? I'm like, I was gonna go upstairs and get an outfit picture because I wanted, you know, I wanted to show stories my outfit, and the lighting was bad now. He was holding the elevator for me because we were both going up. I said, well, I have to go. When he goes up, I was like, who is this strange man that she's talking to? And I was like, really, Amina? She said, is he famous? I said, girl, that was Kirk Franklin. I was like, yes, he's famous. I said, yes, he's famous, friend. He's famous. But she was like, we have to go. Like, she was like, we gotta go. Like, she was like,
We're on
come
the stage
here.
in 5 minutes.
She's like, we gotta get out of here. It's okay. She was like, they're gonna say she doesn't know who Kirk Franklin. I said, it's okay. Everyone doesn't know who everyone is. It's fine. But I just thought it was an interesting story to share. Shout out to Kirk Franklin. He said I look nice. Nonetheless, we're on the way. How do we feel? I'm nervous still.
Excited. Like, nervous excitement.
Nervous excitement.
Yeah. I know you're gonna kill it. You're gonna do amazing.
I mean, it looks great. I love the chocolate.
Oh, well, if the camera's there, let me just get myself correct.
Okay, bye.
Okay, our next session is called Purpose and Practice, Transforming Healthcare Brands for the Modern Consumer. Community Officer, Jenny, we love you, Jenny. Jenny is joined by, I heard some woo, yes. Also, Jenny is joined by Whitey Kennedy President, Jason. And we also have content creator, entrepreneur, Nita, and also Eli Lilly CMO, Lena. So, without further ado, I want to introduce our next panel. Are we ready? Without further ado, our next panel.
So I'm Nita Danielle, full-time content creator focusing on style, plus style, fashion, confidence, motherhood, all the things, beauty, glam in life. And I've been partnering with Lily for the past year, partnering with them to continue to share my journey in the health and wellness space.
Nita, let me ask you from a creator's perspective. What are you seeing in terms of changing expectations of your followers?
I think with the growth of social media and how much content people receive, I think we always say authenticity, but I think it's storytelling. People want to see what is the story, who are you? Because we see curated content all over the place, which is why I think TikTok and the rise of TikTok is so amazing, because people wanted the real. They wanted to see, your unkept house. They wanted to see your true story, especially when it comes to health. I share through the lens of a series called Being Seen Trying, because I'm not a doctor, I'm not an expert, I'm not a professional. I am a woman trying to just share my health and wellness journey that's not perfect, it's not linear. It's a journey with ebbs and flows, ups and downs. And so I think people resonate with that because it's like, oh, she's trying like me. And so I think just that story helps, especially through the lens of health. But in general, I think the consumer is just tired of the curated, perfect content.
What are people looking for in terms of the brands and partnerships that you choose? Mm-hmm. And how is that informing?
Yeah, I think, again, because I have a pretty good relationship with my audience, we're like internet friends and besties. I think first, they can tell when a partnership is organic, again, because they've been on me they've been with me on the journey through, like I said again, through health and wellness and all of the things. They can tell like, oh, this genuinely aligns because I've been sharing the story, I've been talking about it. So this is a great fit. Or even if it's a new partnership, like something I'm trying, like, hey, I can honestly say, hey, I'm trying this, not, oh, this has worked for me for 50 years. And they're like, girl, we never heard you mention that. So I think just, again, being honest and what makes a perfect partnership, especially one that I have with Lily, is that I've been seen trying. And so this is just an integration of me trying.
I'm gonna tell you this really quick story. You were holding the elevator and my manager's hollering at me back. She's like, who is this man that you were talking to? I said, this man, that was Kirk Franklin. She said, is he famous?
Yeah, just like him.
I said, yes, he is. I said, yes, he's famous. He's a gospel singer. And she's like, come on, we gotta go. The car's downstairs. I said, well, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I
Anyway.
don't.
Remember I told y'all the whole story about Kirk Franklin. He came back and said right here, then I pulled out the camera later. We went to take some pictures. We'll insert the pictures here. But now Amina knows who Kirk Franklin is.
I do know who Kirk Franklin is. He's a wonderful man.
He is. He was so sweet.
Did he give you a kiss on the forehead?
He did. He was so nice, like a father. Good evening, good people. Okay, it is much later in the day. It ain't that late. It looked dark in here. It's dark outside. You know the time has changed. It is only 6 o'clock barely. It is 6 o'clock on the dot. Outside it looked like it's about 8:30, which how the time change goes. So I don't know if I told you guys about Ad Week or why I'm here. So I was invited to speak on a panel with the CMO of Lily, who I partnered with Lily, and someone, I forget the guy's name, but he is in advertising and like he helps them do ads, like them and Nike and so many agencies. He's in pretty much in marketing and stuff like that. So I was on a panel with them and I was pretty much sharing my experience and expertise as a creator about how health and wellness brands can partner with creators in a way that is engaging storytelling and that is authentic and genuine to connect with the audience. And so yeah, it was super exciting and it was cool. I was so nervous, but everyone said that I did so great, and so that was cool. And the reason that this meant so much to me, number one, this partnership as a whole has been great because I love when things just align, and I love that I can genuinely tell my story. And anytime a brand trusts me enough to tell my story, and also if there's something that I feel should be tweaked or changed to better align with my experience, they're always like, oh, cool. Like they're very flexible as far as making sure that, because I'm very big on making sure that I maintain my integrity. My word and my integrity matters to me. And this is not just as a content creator. This is as a woman and as a person. As a woman, I am an integral woman, period. I don't be out here lying and scheming and scam. That's just not who I am as a person. And also that's not who I am as an influencer and as a business owner, entrepreneur, influencer, period, right? So I'm integral on the back end when it comes to businesses and money and stuff. And I'm also integral when I share with y'all whatever it is that I'm sharing. I do my best to be, like I said, as integral as possible and to share as authentically as possible. That does not mean that I share every single nook and cranny of my life, but the pieces that I do share, I share open and honest. Like I said, as open as I'm comfortable with sharing, right? All of that being said, working entailing my journey when it comes to the health and wellness space is newer to me. It's a very vulnerable space that I am becoming more and more comfortable with. It's something that I've wanted to do, and of course I've been doing. If you follow me on Instagram, specifically through the Being Seen Trying series, I'm just bringing that over here on YouTube, but I've been talking about that over on Instagram for well over a year. And so to be able to include Lily in that storytelling has been great. It's been really good to partner with a brand that I genuinely like what they're doing behind the scenes. I genuinely like the content that we've been creating around breaking the stigma behind obesity and the stigma around medications and different things like that. So again, I don't really know how much I can speak to my partnership with on YouTube, but if you follow me on Instagram, you'll see the content there. And if you haven't seen it, because by the time this comes out, a lot of the other content we've created should be out by then. But if not, just stay tuned to short form, because that's where the partnership lives. But anyway, all that being said, I was here for that. And so it was great. And so that's the first. Oh, Jesus, get your words together, Shanita. So that's the first portion of why this meant so much to me. The second part, why this meant so much to me, is you guys know, if you've tuned into especially my journey with the podcast, I have or had, I'm still working through an insecurity with my speaking voice. I don't like the way that my voice sounds. And also I struggle with confidence in my ability to clearly articulate my thoughts. I've said that quite a few times. And every time I say that, people don't believe me, but I'm like, why would I make up an insecurity, girl? I really have had struggles with an insecurity with my speaking voice and my ability to clearly articulate my thoughts. Sometimes I feel like my head-mouth connection is different. I know what I want to say, but I feel like by the time it comes from my head to my mouth, either I'm speaking too fast, which is something I'm working on slowing down, because I find that I can talk really fast, especially when I'm passionate about something. Like even now, I had to slow down. And then also, I don't know why sometimes I just feel like I don't make sense. All of that being said, to be presented with so many speaking opportunities this year, from even, and this is across the board, like professionally, like this, when I spoke at the women's event at church, having the podcast, like there's just been a lot of opportunities to speak and to share my story and my journey. And I just think it's so beautiful. Like I said, how God uses everything. And I think it's so amazing how things really come full circle, because this is not something that we strategize or plan for. It's an opportunity that fell in my lap because of my partnership with Lily. And so I'm just so thankful and grateful. And then also, this has been 10 minutes, y'all. I've been talking a long time. I'm sorry. I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna let y'all go. I was talking to my manager, and I was talking to the other people on the panel backstage when they were asking me how I got started in content creating, which is something I believe I'm going to share a little bit more about in my content. But if you don't know, I used to be a full-time hairstylist and makeup artist before I started creating content full-time. So I've always created content, but before, the content I created was around like, my clients before and afters, makeup before and afters, me making wigs, me styling hair, creating content marketing for the salon for my beauty business, right? So I wasn't creating content that I was really in. And if I was in it, it's because I'm showing you my hair, or I'm showing you a wig, or I'm showing you how to do my makeup so that you can come sit in my chair. Everything was around getting clients, right? So during the pandemic, shop is closed. And I started creating content around I continue to create hair content for my clients to maintain their hair at home, but that's when I really started doing haul videos. I had done a few before, just again for fun. And even during the pandemic, it was still for fun. But during the pandemic, I started to do them more often because I was at home and I was bored, and it was just something fun and different to do. It wasn't work. And every time I did a fashion video, it did amazing. And amazing for me at that time was like, I'm going to say maybe 1,500, 2,000 views. I think I had a video get up to 20 or 30,000 views. And at the time, remember, I was creating content for the salon, or for my beauty business. And it might get, 500 views, 100 views, 30 views, which in that point, it really don't matter. I'm just trying to get people to come to the shop. So whatever. So fast forward, I'm doing these videos and people are asking for links and stuff. I didn't even know what a link was. I'm like, what are y'all talking about? Go get it from Express. Go get it from Shein. Go get wherever it was from. Girl, just go on the website and get it. Y'all keep asking me for links. I didn't even know what a link was. But when Reels came out, I would take my YouTube videos and cut them and turn them into Reels. And things really took off from there. It started out with boutiques reaching out, local boutiques. It started with local boutiques, and then boutiques from all over the U.S. would reach out and they would send me clothes and I would take pictures. And y'all, I was charging like $50, $100. I think my first 2 times I did, I charged $25. $50, $100, and it was just extra supplementary income because by this time, I think the salon had opened back up, but they kept threatening to close the shop again. So I'm like, dang, if they ever close the shop again, this could be a way to make some extra money. By this time, I had gotten monetized on YouTube, so I was making couple $100 a month. So I'm like, okay, cool. I would say total, I might have made, extra $500 a month from creating content in a sense. I didn't, call it that at the time, but that's what it was. So I'm like, okay, cool. If the shop ever closed, I can't live off $500, but it could be a little pocket change. Also, I was on a debt-free journey at that time. And so what I would do is once I would get a certain amount, I was saving some because of the pandemic. And then I was also throwing some at my debt. Because like I said, on a debt-free journey, getting out of debt. So all of that being said, randomly I had a brand reach out. And it was either, I can't remember what the brand was, but they offered me $1,000 for a reel. I said, say what now? Mind you, I had been charging like $100 for a post. And I said, absolutely. So I did the content, all of that good stuff. And then from there, I started getting a couple of brands here and there. And they were coming with these 4-figure budgets. And when I say 4-figure, it was like 1,000, maybe 1,500, sometimes 1,250, something around there. And I was like, wow, this could really be something. So that's when I started doing research on the industry and different things like that. And the rest is history. But to think that was just 4 years ago and my life has changed so tremendously from starting to create content when I really wasn't, again, I didn't start thinking it could be a job. And then even when I said, okay, this could bring in income, I wasn't thinking about doing it full time. I figured maybe it could be supplementary or it could be enough to help me pay off some debt or whatever the case may be. I never in a million years thought that I would do this full time, let alone be presented with opportunities like this to be flown out, for so many different things, not just for this, I've been flown out, with Amazon countless times and Walmart not countless times, but Walmart and just all of these different experiences, y'all. It's crazy to think that all of this started just by me. My first haul I ever did was a random Shein haul. Girl, Jada was 1. So I think this was 2018. I did a random Shein haul on YouTube because I was a newly single mom. And I was trying to just kind of like get my wardrobe together and get my style back. Just find me again. Not only was I a new mom, I had just become a single mom. My baby was 1. I never forget. I just got, my first apartment with me and her. I was just in that space of trying to find myself. I was hurt I am not going to cry. Oh, Jesus. To think that all of this came from a random Shein haul when I was at probably one of the lowest points of my life. And, I was trying to find my style again, and I didn't really have a lot of money to spare because I was trying to get out of debt. So a lot of my extra money was going towards debt because I wanted a better life for me and my baby. And I wanted to give her something that I didn't have. And so, because before I became a mom, although I was an entrepreneur and I've always made pretty good money, I spent it fast because I felt like I could make it fast. And I did. As a hairstylist, you can make real good fast money. I made it fast and I spent it faster, okay? So, I wasn't really financially sound when I had her. And not that I didn't make good money. I just didn't have good financial habits before having her because I felt like I could spend it fast as I can make it fast. So anyway, I'm getting out of debt. And then also being on maternity leave as an entrepreneur who does not get paid maternity leave, that put me in a hole a little bit too. So like I said, I did a random Shein haul because I was trying to find some budget friendly items. And Shein had just really, like I said, this is 2018. Jada was 1. And like I said, the clothes at that time, you can find shirts for less than $10. And so I did a random haul. And I was like, oh, let me, I'm gonna do a little haul. Because like I said, at that time, all of my content on YouTube was just like hair and makeup and clients and shop life. And so like I said, that was the first video that had gotten like over 1,000 views in like less than a week or two. And people kept asking for hauls and links and stuff. And that's why I'm like, what you talking about? So I would do them randomly just whenever I had time, whenever I bought something. But it was not a thing at all. When I tell you, I probably did one haul a quarter. It was nothing. But because of the views, engagement that it would continue to get, that's what made me say, let me lean into fashion, because I feel like every time I post a look, even on when Instagram first came out, it was a straight hairstylist page. So you see clients and all of that. If you see me, I'm telling about my makeup, or I'm showing you a new wig or some new extensions we got in the shop, come get them, whatever. You didn't really see me on my page. But when I posted myself and I posted an outfit, it would bring the most people. And people kept asking like, oh, you're a plus size girl, where did you find this? Or, oh, you have wide calves, where did you find those boots? So all of that to say, I just never in a million years thought that like by me starting doing the random Shein haul, them random things, when I was kind of what I feel like at a low point in my life, or even during the pandemic where, you know, I'm like, dang, the shop is closed. I don't know what's going to happen. And even if it opens back up, they kept threatening to close salons again. And how am I going to provide for my baby and all of this kind of stuff. And I'm just sitting up here making random videos for fun, talking about this loungewear I bought, or getting dressed for Versus. I used to do that over on Instagram. I used to say, oh, y'all, let's get dressed to go to the living room for the Versus battle. That's something else I used to do over on Instagram when Reels first came out. And so to think that that was just five years ago, because 2025, that was just 5 years ago. And to see all that the Lord has done, it's just crazy. It's just crazy. But anyway, y'all, this is almost 20 minutes long. I was not trying to talk y'all head off. All I had to say, God is good. And I just hope that if you've been around for all of the changes that I have brought you guys through, I pray that it has encouraged and inspired you, that if there's something that you feel passionate about and that you want to do, and not just even that, inspire you that if you feel like your life is in a place that you really don't like or you don't want it to be in, your situation can completely change overnight. Quite literally, by you taking a leap of faith. Taking a leap of faith to do whatever you feel led to do. But because there's no way that I thought, even when I took the leap of faith to create content, before I was even full-time, I didn't even think I could be full-time. And even when I went full-time, I didn't think it would be this. I didn't think it would be. I remember the other day, one of my old clients was like, why didn't you ever like have like a retirement party? And I was like, girl, I didn't know if I was gonna have to come back and do hair again. Girl, I was scared. We wasn't having no party. A party for what? I didn't know if this was gonna work. So I was like, shoot, we finna try. But I wasn't having no retirement party, because I was like, babe, I might have had to come out of retirement. And even now, if you see me back behind the chair, just come get your hair done, honey. If you see me selling wigs, just buy a wig. If you feel so inclined, of course. But yeah, see, it's like, girl, listen, I didn't know. It could go either way. Have y'all seen that meme? It can go either way. I didn't know how it was gonna go. It could go either way. So baby, wasn't no celebrations. Celebrating what? So at that time, looking back, I wish I would have celebrated the leap of faith, but I did not. I did not do a big celebration. I will say, I had a boyfriend at the time. I was dating a guy at the time. I was in a relationship at the time. Let me say that. It wasn't a boy. It wasn't a boyfriend. That was my man, you know. He did take me out to celebrate, and then my family celebrated me. So I will say that. So shout out to them. The people around me did celebrate my leap of faith, but I didn't really celebrate because I was scared out of my mind. Okay. But yeah, the guy I was in a relationship with and my family did celebrate me. So shout out to them. But girl, nah, dog. It was a no for me, dog. Anyway, let me, girl, get some food. It feels so late. It is only 6:22, but I've been talking too long. So bye. Good evening, y'all. Happy day. So we went to eat at STK. Food was 10 out of 10. Amazing. I had the braised short rib, y'all. It was so good. And let me tell you why I'm so happy about the food that I ate tonight and why it was good. Because yesterday, I told y'all I ordered room service when I got here last night, y'all. Their room service was so nasty. It was so nasty, okay? I got a club sandwich. It came with a Caesar salad. Well, it came with a choice of salad. I chose Caesar because I love a good Caesar. I ended up getting some truffle fries that I wanted to fry, and I got me a lemon drop and some water, okay? I don't know how you mess up a sandwich The club sandwich was not good. The Caesar salad was not good. The truffle fries were cool. I ended up eating some truffle fries in my lemon drop and going to bed. So that being said, that's why today I did not eat at the hotel at all. I planned on ordering room service for breakfast after that room service last night. Because how you mess up a sandwich and a Caesar salad? After that, I didn't want nothing else from this hotel. It's a beautiful hotel. Very nice people, very nice staff. But the food, I'm good on that. I don't know if the room service come from a different place or what, but like I said, after that experience with how is a sandwich and a Caesar salad not good? How is Caesar salad not good? That's crazy work. So yeah, I don't want nothing else from here. So anyway, told y'all I went to STK because it's down the street and around the corner. Let me actually get my thing right here. I don't know if y'all saw I almost fell. I slipped on the carpet. How you slip on carpet, girl? I do not know. I'm tripping, y'all. That drink was so good. But so yeah, so I went to STK. So another story time. So I was downstairs waiting for my Uber. This guy comes, and if I insert the footage of me walking down the stairs, you can actually see him in the background looking at me. And when I say footage, I shared in stories about like Amina with the Kirk Franklin thing. And there was this guy looking at me when I was walking down the stairs. I didn't notice it, but actually one of y'all, if you follow me on Instagram, you DM me and said, "Oh, you must look good because he's staring at you in the background." That guy approached me when I was downstairs waiting on my Uber. So he walks up, he was like, "Hey," he was like, "You look, I just wanted to say you look beautiful." I'm like, "Thank you." And he was like, "Are you single? Am I okay to like, you know, talk to you?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm here, I'm single." And so we just kind of chit-chatting like, "Oh, where you from? What you here for? Woo-doo-woo, whatever." And I said, you know, I was like, "I'm here for brand week." And he said, "Huh?" I said, "For brand week." I said, "It's technically, I think it's ad week, but I think the overall thing is titled brand week." He said, "Oh, okay. I thought you said brown week." And I was like, "Well, I'm white. I don't know nothing about that." He was a white man. His name is Blake. And he looks like a Blake. I feel like his name fit him, right? And so I was like, "No, we had a little show." I said, "No," I said, "It's brand week. It's for brands and marketing, giving him the little rundown." And he's like, "Yeah, oh, okay." He's like, "Cool." I was like, "Man." And yeah, he was like, I was like, "Oh, I don't know nothing about brown week because I'm pasty white." And he was like, "If we was to have something like that, it would be a problem." I said, "Oh, okay." So by that time, my Uber came, and I was just like, "All right, well, let me go ahead and go. You know, my Uber's here. Let me go to dinner." So it was at that point that I knew, sir, ain't even no point in continuing the conversation. And let me tell you why. I am absolutely open to dating men of any race, ethnicity, whatever have you. He can be white, he can be Hispanic, he can be yellow, whatever, I don't care. What I do care about, though, as a Black woman, as a minority, it matters to me that my man is able to sympathize. I know he cannot empathize. He cannot walk in my shoes or the shoes of a Black man or a Black person, period, right? But what I do hope is that he empathizes with the issues that blatantly face minorities, especially in the current climate today. If you're living in the US of A, you know what's happening. And this is not just for people who are being deported. I feel like just if you're a minority in general, like, okay, so anyway, so they comment about like if we was to have that, it would be a problem. I'm just like, sir, all right. I don't have time to be going back and forth. First of all, that's not what I said. I said brand week, which is cool. Like you thought I said brown, whatever, but that's cool. Things happen. People mishear things. But it was just the comment about like if we was to have that, then it would be a problem. I don't have the capacity, sir, because no, you know. So yeah, no. So that was that. But I thought that was so cute that I'm getting hit on by Blake in Atlanta. I would expect that in Dallas, not Atlanta, because you know Dallas, you know Atlanta is very much Black. It's a lot more Black than Dallas, not Texas as a whole, but especially Dallas. Texas, girl, it's just a different place. So I was like, oh, that's interesting. But yeah, shout out to him though. I thank you so much for the compliment, sir. And yeah, so it's been a very interesting day. Let's wash the face off, and I actually need to get into bed and do some work. That sucks, but we thank God for work, so let's do a little skincare. Y'all, I didn't bring any makeup remover wipes. Do they have any? Looks like they have some. Praise the Lord God Jehovah. Praise the Lord. I didn't bring no makeup remover wipes. And y'all, you know, I put this makeup on 12 hours ago and it still looks amazeballs. Shout out to me. I'm so silly. I don't know. I'm so silly. And I'm also in such a good mood because it was just a good day today. It was a fun day. And I think I needed that. Also, y'all, I think I told y'all I'm having like a birthday dinner to celebrate. And so my planner sent me over some, she went to tour the venue today. I think I told y'all originally I was, I feel like this whole vlog is me saying I think I told y'all stuff, because baby, I don't know what I done said. But originally I wanted to have it at a restaurant, but there was just issues with timing or decor or whatever. So we decided to go ahead and just do a space. Because I just didn't want to have it at my house because I don't want to. So anyway, she went to tour a space today and I love it. So I'm so glad that we finally found a place, because today is Monday and the dinner is Saturday. Invitations did already go out. I just told them that I would, the space, the location was to be determined, but yeah, yeah, I'm just happy. I'm happy about that, because it was stressing me out not having a location at such the last minute. But now we need food, and she's an event planner, so she has and knows some caterers. And although I have one of my really good friends has a catering business, but I don't, because she's coming to the party, I don't want her to work. And she has a staff, but you know how it is. Or if you just imagine if you're a business owner or not, if your business is working, if your staff is working and you're at the event, you still gonna be checking in, making sure stuff good, because at the end of the day, it's your business. So I don't want to hire her for that, because I don't want her working. And I know how she is. Like she catered my sister's wedding. And you know, she was supposed to be partaking. Girl, anyway, I don't want her working. So that part. But yeah, we are a few steps closer to having it all figured out. But she sent me the location. Then we like finalized the cake and the desserts, and y'all, I cannot wait to see it all together. Maybe I'll insert some inspo here. I'll insert a few pictures here of like the vibe that I'm going for. I want it to be grown and sexy and moody and all of that. And I'm just praying that it comes together the way that I want it to come together. Because you know how when you have a vision, like, you know, when I have a vision or like a way that I want something to turn out, I am very like married to that vision. I don't want to deviate. I want what I want. So, and because I told y'all this is like a big celebration for me, because I never really celebrate myself, and I haven't thrown myself a birthday party. Well, girl, when's the last time? The last birthday party dinner situation I had was 30. And that was, I didn't even do that. My friends and family and my boyfriend at the time surprised me. They surprised me. My best friend came in and they set up. So I was with Jada's daddy at the time. And so he told me he was taking me somewhere, and that's how they set it up. So I thought me and him were going out, and then it ended up being like my family and friends and stuff. And that was like the last kind of like party I've had for my birthday or anything like that. When I was like, that's crazy. Girl, I ain't had no birthday party since I was 30 years old. That is crazy. I'm 39. I gotta do better. Have I had, it got the, wait a minute, hold on. 30, yeah, I haven't had, wow. I have not had a birthday celebration since 30. A big celebration. If nothing else, usually my friends and family will take me to dinner and stuff. Last year, Jada took me to dinner, y'all. And she was so excited to pay with her debit card, because she has a, you know, like a bank account, a little, you know, revolving bank account where I kind of teach her about like money management and how to use her card and stuff like that. Where I just, you know, keep a little bit of money. She just has a debit card. And so she used her debit card, which is a big deal because baby Jada saves her money. She'd be like, I want to save my money. And sis don't be spending her coins. So baby, she said, Mom, I want to take you to dinner. And she took me to Outback Steakhouse. It was so cute. And girl, I let her, you know, I teach her money management. So she signed and left the tip, and she put her little card in her purse. It was so cute, and she was so proud. I think that was the biggest thing. I said, Mom, I'm going to dinner. I paid for it. And she's, girl, my baby is literally the sweetest. Did I tell y'all? She called my mom and had her order me flowers for my birthday. Girl, my baby is the sweetest kid on the planet. She really is. I love that girl. I really do. I really do. This is not the best face wash I've ever done, but it's just that I don't have my cleanser to really, really get my skin good and squeaky clean after makeup. So it is what it is, though. I'm gonna go in with my hypochlorous acid to kill whatever germs I didn't get with this facial cleanse, because it could have been better, but I just don't have my good makeup remover. All right, that's it for the skincare. Skin is skinning. Y'all, my skin has really been skinning lately. I do have this pimple popped up today because this is not here. This one, and this on the side of my lip. I don't know what is happening over here, but it's really been skinning. So shout out to my esthetician, Studio Girl, Skin Studio 12. I put her Instagram here, baby. I don't, Sand is her name. Studio Skin, whatever. But she's the best. She's the best. She's the best. But when I travel, and I've been using her skincare products. They have been doing wonders for my skin. But when I travel, I've been using the Shiseido, right? Oh, Sulawesi. Girl, them. It's a Korean skincare brand. I do like this stuff for travel, and I actually need some more of it. But I've been using whatever Sam recommend for my skin. It has been working wonders. And like I was using like a medicated cream, and I actually don't even use it at all anymore, and I barely have breakouts. Like to have this, I know it was probably something I did today, or it might be the skincare that I used today, because these were not here. But they're like super small, and when I get home, I have a cream that she gave me. I will put it on these and it will be gone literally in a day. She's great. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and end off the vlog here, because I have nothing else to say and there's nothing really to show y'all. I leave bright and early in the morning, so I don't really feel like there's a point in showing y'all that. If anything, I might insert my airport outfit because you may be curious. If so, I'll actually add it here. Airport outfit. I'm trying to think if this outfit is linkable. I don't know. This outfit is old. I've had these pants and this black top for a while. I think the top is from Target. I think the pants are from Target too. But these are not recent purchases, so please spare me. But you know, the luggage is recent. I told y'all I got Calpac luggage and I love it. So I will link that luggage set down below. But yeah, that is it. Thank y'all so much for coming along with me on another travel vlog. I hope that you enjoyed. Let me know how you guys are enjoying these travel vlogs. I know I typically don't vlog. I'm typically a very fashion heavy channel, but I'm trying to integrate more lifestyle because I have more value and more things to add and things of that nature than clothing. So yeah, let me know if you guys enjoy these type of videos. If not, it's totally fine. I'm open. You can let me know your honest to goodness thoughts. As always, I want to make sure that the content is valuable, that you guys enjoy it, you know. And if I'm honest, I have truly enjoyed bringing you guys just along my journey in life, like how I did the home buying journey. You know, I feel like just my journey evolving as a woman. I think y'all would maybe want to see that too. So yeah, let me know in the comments down below. That is it. I'm about to take a shower. I was finna say lay it down, but I actually have work to do and that's boring. So I'll talk to y'all later.